Yes, what is an email writing or what is an email? What is your point of as per your understanding? Yes, Raza, Arslan, Abdullah, anyone, Kamar. What is an email writing? Who can answer? See, first and utmost thing, when you talk about email writing, rather than any technical definition, what is this? This is a modified form of letter writing. Simple. Before this, we were used to send mail, and now we have electronic system. So that's why this is electronic mail. Simple. This is the answer. Right? On daily basis, you send text messages to one another. What is this? This is again a kind of email, but as it is not formally set up, so that's why we don't call it email. But otherwise, if you focus, see, for an email, what do we need? Yes, who will answer me? For an email, what do we need? Can any one of you answer me? What is the requirement for an email? You need at
Internet.
internet, okay, then you need one another important thing, that is address of sender and receiver. Yes. When you text one another, it's mean I have your number or address and you have mine. That's why we are receiving and we are chatting. But as it is not a formal structure, we do not use it there. So that's why we don't call it email. Otherwise, it you can say it is a sort of email. But email has its own structure, everything which we discussed. So if someone is asking what is an email, it is a modified form of mail, and email is currently the most used communication channel in the business environment as business rely on it heavily for sending messages. For especially yes, when we talk about commercial point of view, when we talk about banking point of view, we talk about industrial point of view, even academic point of view. Academic in the sense like. One institution, one university, one department to another department, we send emails. Email is an easiest way, and the next important thing, a very important thing is this is a formal way of sending messages, and this way things are basically in the one person can keep it in a form of record, right? So it is just a sort of record keeper as well. See, if someone is sending you mail, like old style. So what usually happen, you cannot sometime pile up in a proper way in file, but this is the best way. If you have the number of that person, means id you have, you just simply write down id in search bar, so all the mails those will be received by that specific person, you can receive, you can open it, you can see it. So this is what it is, a sort of recorder as well. It is basically piling up your all messages. So when we talk about, for how many of you it is clear, this picture? For how many of you? This one which I am sharing at the moment. See what I am going to do. I want to share, Raza, it is okay, but I simply want to go on the on what? Wait. Can any one of you tell me now what I am sharing with you? What I am sharing with you? Use your
The
mic.
Structure.
for
Sorry?
the for format.
Format is still format. Okay, wait. I am going to stop sharing format and I want to share my direct email. I want to share with you my email, right? So because it will be easy for now, is it okay? Am I sharing my email?
Yes, miss.
Yes.
Yahoo Mail.
Acha, yes, Yahoo. Now see, if you are really not familiar with this, so you must know how to use it. Now, for instance, if I say what to do, so you are supposed to compose, if you have to generate a new one, right? Then click here and it will be bigger in its size. Now see to whom and how you can send it. When you have two, what do you write? When you have two, what do you write? What does it mean by two?
Is the receiver's address.
It means, for instance, Miss Sadaf is sending it to suppose a federal board or Karachi board, suppose. So is here in 2, I can mention address of myself as well and Karachi board as well. Why both boards? Can any one of you answer me? Oh, sorry. Can any one of you answer me that why I am sending it to myself, though I am sender? Um, 2 is the place of receiver. I need to send it to receiver, but along with receiver, I am sending it to myself. Can any one of you tell me why?
It's for your record purpose that I have.
Yes. Mostly I do the same whenever I send my email to anyone. I in this place, for instance, I am sending it to Arslan. Arslan, what is your address?
Is Arsalan KC.
To be already um in my ID chat. So what happened? I can easily pick it. So Arsalan K KCC
KCCI
KCCI
@gmail.com.
at the rate
Gmail.
gmail.com, right? So here. Now see, here is his address. It's a complete address. If it would be wrong address, now see, his address is correct address, so that's why nothing happened with his address. Now see, if I write, suppose if I'm writing his address wrongly, and if I move ahead, what will happen? All of a sudden, you can see that might be possible a signal will come. Now see what I am doing. I am writing another address. Arslan address has not been still asked that it is wrong address. Yes, Arslan. My computer got worried about it. Now I am sending it to myself. I think it is worried what is going on. Now see if okay. Now this is my address, right? So I have written it here, my address. This is now, see, you can see it is telling us that this is the right address of right person, right? So like such type of thing. If let's suppose our slan address, no, for a slan address, it is not showing anything, but here it is showing for my address. Okay, here can you see CCBCC? Yes, everyone. If Arslan is user, so rest of the other need to focus. Now see, this is also very important. This is what? This is CC and BCC, right? If I want to hide it, I can click on it. And if I again re-click on it, so after re-clicking, it is CC and BCC. What does it mean by CC?
Is copy to other people.
Copy to other people, right? It's very important. We must know about these things because sometimes we do not focus on it. So CC stands for, now please everyone notify it and start making this structure in your copy as well, that 2 after 2 colon then C capital and small c. CC mean carbon copy, right? It is called, what is it? It is in fact carbon copy. I am writing it here, though I should not write it here, but for your convenience I am writing it here. Carbon copy notified, then I will erase it. This is what, see, as it is wrong option, so that's why what happened. It has basically shows the color pink or red. It means I have mentioned a wrong address, and I know, of course, I am not mentioning an address. I am just writing CC stand for carbon copy, right? And why do we call it carbon copy? Because as it is this an email feature that allows you to send copy of an email to additional recipient. Might be possible you want to send it to someone else as safety purpose, like Arslan has asked. So sometimes we do it. The reason that may be possible, I have sent it to Arslan, and later on Arslan asked me that no, you are asking wrongly, that I have not received any copy. So what is this? This is a proof. Proof against Arslan, or maybe in favor of me, or might be possible Arslan has committed a mistake. he received it and he missed it, or sometime it has been deleted, sometime it goes into spam. Here you can see the spam is there, archive is there. So sometime what happened, things go here in this part where we cannot open it, we cannot see it, right? So that's why what is this, at the time of any, maybe any specific thing, god forbidden, happen in your life, in that situation you can at least show it to someone. And sometime it happen, if I and Arslan has which type of we have business terms. So in that situation, sometime it happens that god forbidden, we have complications, we have conflicts, and god forbidden we have any court case. So in such type of cases, such type of things are evidences. So always please make up your mind whenever you write any sort of email to anyone. Now I am used to it, means if I'm sending it to Arslan or Raza or one of my colleagues or my department or to anyone, I never think that should I send it to myself or not. First, I always, in at the place of two, I always add my own uh, email ID, right? And then I send it to someone else. Like I am habitual. My this inbox is full of my own all emails to whom I send first it to myself, because see, it is evident that if suppose you have received, right, within no minute, so this is also a signal for you that other person has also received. But sometime when you do not send it to yourself, so what happened, you cannot understand either it has been received by another person or not. But at the same time, when you receive your email, so it's mean you must be happy that yes, you must be satisfied that if I have received, so it's mean at the same time other person has received. If you will write any wrong address, or if it will not be received, so you will receive at one message of failure, that sorry, your this message has not been delivered on such and such id. So they also tell you this. Then if we have what, bccc. Now when we talk about bccc, who will answer me what is bcc?
Blind carbon copy.
Yes. What is it? It is blind carbon copy. What is it? It is blind carbon copy. Notify it. Otherwise, it will ask wrong address. Blind carbon copy. Right? So this is blind carbon copy. What is the purpose of it? Just see what as we are asking, this is what? This is blind carbon copy, right? So behind blind, there is something which is hidden, and you know what is that? Such type of email, such type of like blind carbon copy means when you send a copy of message to a recipient without the other recipient seeing their email address. Are you with me? Means when we talk about blind carbon copy, it means if I am sending it to suppose Mustaqim, this one is such number, this one is such a part which will never be shown in your, which will never be shown in your address. If I send you, suppose you all have to perform this activity today, that when you will send an email to me, do not send only to me. We will share a few addresses or IDs, email IDs in the group, right? Arslan will share his. I am sharing mine here. You can notify mine here. And even Arslan's, you can notify from here. And Raza, you have to share yours. If someone else has, so he can also share here, right? So what will you do? One address you will mention in two, like suppose you are sending it to me, so everyone has to mention my address. And even along with my address, you can mention your address. In CC, you can send the address of any third person, and in BCC you have to send this fourth address. And when you receive, see, When we receive such messages, what happened? Whatever we are mentioning address in to and CC, it will appear in front of me. But if I have mentioned any address in BCC, no one can see it, right? Except you, who is a sender. Are you with me? Yes. Hello.
Yes, miss.
Right?
Yes, miss.
So it is very important. And I think this is the best part of it, that sometimes, see, when you are writing any important email and you know someone who is the most trustworthy for you, maybe he is your father, your mother, your brother, sister, life partner, or any friend or whosoever. So then it's better if you send one copy to BCC. Then what will happen? No one can ever find it out that who is the next party who has received it. And sometimes you have your lawyers, so you can send it to them, because sometimes we have very important emails. Because you are quite young to understand, so we are just talking about these things. Now, okay, I'm going to erase it. Ayaz, are you with us? Ayaz. Ayaz. Where is Ayaz? So wait. Now see, what is this subject? Keep always, for instance, I have written many. I'm used to write many different type of emails. So here you can see even 4.2K in are in my inbox, and I think 4K I have already deleted. Right? So what is this? One of this I am collecting from here. I have chosen this one, applying for the reissuance of e-symposium certificate. This was my certificate. So at the place of subject, always please keep it, remember, you have to mention why are you writing or sending that specific email, which is very important. Now see, what do we have here? Suppose you want to attach something, right? Mostly I attach rather than to write something. I mostly do not write directly. I attach attachments. For instance, if I have to attach something from recent email, so I can click on here, so I may find any recent email and I can attach it, but I don't want to do so. So that's why I again reopen attachment and attach file from computer. Now see, let's suppose if I have to take something, for instance, I have to take conditionals. I have attached it and it has been attached here. And now you can, how many of you can see here blue color line is growing? How many of you can observe?
Yes,
It,
miss.
है ना?
Yes.
It means this attachment is in the condition of attachment. Now it has been attached, right? There is no blue line around it. It has been attached. And how many of you can see this one? These three
Yes.
dots. Yes. If I open it,
Yes.
Yes.
so there are two things, either to remove it, either to preview it. So let's suppose I am going for preview. And it's always better, whenever you are sending any email and you are attaching any attachment, first go and check its attachment. What is in preview. Now see, I have to I wanted to check, yes, is it the right one? Yes, this one is the right one. And I was billing for this one. Okay. Now from here I have crossed it and then it will reset. This is one thing. If you have to attach something, sometime we do not write something here, but at your level you have to write. So I'm removing it. It has been removed now. Now when you have to write something here, so you may write dear sir, comma, then whatever you have to write. If block letter, so block letter mean exactly you have to follow the same line from here to here, right? You have to follow this. After dear, without leaving a space, you can start writing. Now I'm going to stop here and I am moving towards your PowerPoint. All right, G. Am I sharing this one? PowerPoint,
Yes, miss.
right?
Yes, miss.
Okay, ji. I was expecting more students today because I thought because we are directly going online, so it will be easy for others to understand. Okay, ji. After from colon, whatever your address is, sender's address, right? From if or usually we have two, so that's why to receive whosoever address is, you simply write down, or otherwise do one thing, please do not write down your real address. And at the rate Gmail is okay, but before this you need to, you may suppose any address, right? At the rate gmail.com, is it okay? And before this, just write down whatever you want to write, but do not mention your real address. Like here, we have written sender at the rate abc mail.com. Otherwise, you can write sender at the rate gmail.com. Then to receiver, it's good idea to receiver at the rate gmail.com. So when you do not write a genuine or real address, real email, right? Then mention if date is there. So of course mention date. Otherwise, of course, as I have told you, CC, BCC, don't mention the date. Direct subject you have to mention, and suppose it you have a exactly the page like what, like email. So suppose it and prepare it, and according to it you have to make. Then dear recipient or respected sir, friend, whatever you have to write. By the end, after mentioning the body, regards and sender's name. I'm going to show another one which will be easy for you to understand. Is it fine?
Yes.
Right? Acha, no need to notify it. I'll share it with you. Then you have to write down in your copies. And please make sure it's very important from your sender point of view, because it is a part of your paper. So what I would like to suggest that please, this is easier as compared to report writing, or there are rest of the others, right? So here from to CC, BCC subject, salutation mean dear sir, respected sir, this or that. Main body, the main content of the email. Everyone has to give heading on the top structure of email writing. So you have to notify this. Then closing ending statement. If you have like, um, I'm looking forward for your positive response. If you have any attachment, as I have showed you, but of course, at your level, there will be no attachment, so no need to horrified about attachment. Directly, signature line, your name, your signature, and XYZ. That's all. Types of email, there are two types of emails, right? Semi-formal and informal and formal. But of course, we are talking about formal email. We are not talking about semi or informal. Formal is what, of course, business contacts, whatever we write. Sometimes we write email for a job purpose. Sometimes we write email to one department to another department. There are lots of other things where we, in different situations, we write emails. Email is basically, in fact, it is formal. Of course, we as a friend, we do not send one another an email. Of course, if we are friend, if we are cousins, if we are children parent, so text message is more than enough. So in that situation, mostly we do not write any email to one another until unless there is something happen in that situation. Informal mean like friend, family member, like this, or use of polite friend, like a normal regular letter. It's a formal email sample is here. A mail for resignation. Everything is in front of you. So you, what are you, just look into it. That again to CC, BCC subject, and please accept this mail as a notice that I am leaving. So here, when I will share it with you, you simply need to copy it down and see how it has been ended. And its style is block letter. Why block letters? You can see throughout in a one sequential order in left hand, on left hand margin, everything has been mentioned. There is no leaving space or moving here and there, you can see. And by then, kindly look into the matter. Thanks and regards, LMN project head. See, nowhere person has revealed his identity. So you have to do the same. This is formal sample. And then if I move ahead, email to inform your classmates. Now, this is what semi-formal. So you need to focus especially on the formal one. Semi-formal I have given here just for sake of your convenience. And you have to work with formal. Now, see, make a plan when you are writing an email. Very important thing, to whom you are writing to, why are you writing to? Make up your mind. It's better if you already align pointers that I need to this, write this, and then please write it. Don't waste your time on other things, but all those pointers, those are important, like to, from, CC, BCC, subject. Don't forget it to mention. Opening is very important, that why are you writing? Focus tells the details about the topic, that what is the problem. Email should be always to the point. Keep it, remember, formal letters are always to the point. The action tells what you want to happen and gives a time frame. If any action, if you are taking action, that is another thing. If you are asking for someone to take action, so of course then you will give time frame, that answer me in a while, or like whatever the time you can give, or other, maybe other will give. Closing is always important. Proper closing. Thank Arsan, have you taken picture? Thank the reader and mention future communication. And whenever close it, always be polite. Always be pathetic. Never misbehave. Word choices must be good enough. Your word choices are always very important. Who are you writing to? It is also very important. If you are writing to your head, your language must be, which type of language you will use, more formal. If you are writing to the person who has same post as you have, of course, then your formality level or style level will be bit different. But if you are talking to someone who is your subordinate, who comes under you, so then of course your tone may be somewhere, it can be bossy. But again, when we talk about formal conditions, formal situations, we always know the most important thing is our word choice. So word choice must be focused, and you need to be very careful about word choices, because our words have worth. If words are not good enough, so you cannot get a better opportunity, right? And especially in e-commerce, in business world, these things play a pivotal role. Get right to the point. See, do not use unnecessary words, avoid phrases, distractors. Don't write such words, those give double meaning. Never ever, don't write such type of words, those can make your email confusing. Maybe you want to ask for something else, but because of your wrong word choice, maybe phrases uh, can give a wrong contextual meaning to other. And please keep it, remember, when we write something to anyone, either as an author, either as a writer, either as a like a business partner, if you write such type of words which cannot convey right meaning, so it will be very difficult to understand, for someone to understand your point of view. If you are face to face, that is something else. But when we write something, so we need to be very clear. Another important thing, always use simple, short, brief, to the point sentences. Don't make it complex by using complex ideas. Uh, subject. Subject is always important in any sort of formal writing. Whenever you write any formal letter, email, report, complaint, whatsoever, always keep it, remember, give heading of subject, then colon, and underline whatever you are writing. And your subject must be comprised upon 5 to 8 words, not more than this. And within a line, it should be there. Do not change the lines and do not use a lot of words, right? All right.